he had to watch the other team go down there and
Yes.
score points, and
Yes.
and my man put on his helmet and went down. I love when people come from obscurity into notoriety.
Yes.
I love the Sha'Carri Richardsons because
Yes.
at one time people was talking about it, then they hate it, then they said she
Yes,
ain't nothing.
right.
Now she done came
Now
back and
look at it now.
done won the world
Yes,
championship.
yes.
Now the world loving her again.
Yes.
She sitting there saying,
Yes.
"Look, I ain't mad, but I love the fact that she's recognizing her A1s from day one.
Yes.
I like the people who said Bud Crawford was a little too small,
Yeah.
to be fighting Spence. But there's
Yeah.
certain people that just got that switch that
Yes.
just they can turn that switch and
Yes.
say, hey, when it's game time,
Yes.
I'm on. I'm ready to play.
Well. Bishop, once again, we here with the people, man. Another episode of Chillin with the Bishop. I'm your host, Bishop Rodney Thompson. Once again, I got my main man, Bishop Carlton Mebane II here with me. And today, Bishop, normally, first of all, welcome, man. Welcome again.
Always. Much
I
love.
always enjoy having you here, man.
Yes,
we get
sir.
a chance to, to chop it up, go to the range, whatever we do, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
enjoy the fellowship.
Oh, yeah.
Today, on this episode of Chilling with the Bishop, I want to shift gears, and I really want to shift gears because we're coming into, the time of year to where everybody pretty much loves, and everybody is pretty much excited about, and unfortunately, even, praise God, some Sundays, some churches are going to have fewer people.
But y'all better start preaching faster. You got to start preaching faster.
Because football season is here, man.
I ain't mad at it.
College
I love me some
football.
football.
I know that's
Love
right.
me some football.
Professional football. I'm excited about it all.
I love
I'm
college
looking
football,
forward
too.
to just being able to kick back. My wife said to me last week, "This your time of year, ain't it?"
Yeah.
I already see what our side is gonna be.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what's happening, man. Maybe we get a chance to talk about some of the current events going on. But I want us to just sit back, take some time, man, and just college football. What you think about this Deion Sanders, brother Deion Sanders, and these Colorado Buffaloes, man? Did they put on a show do what did they do the thing this week or what?
I think they did their thing. As a matter of fact, I think it was almost divinely orchestrated because they were underdogs.
Yes,
they weren't even
major underdogs.
They weren't even supposed to win that game.
Yes, sir.
But not only did Deion Sanders put on a coaching clinic, but his offspring came and showed out.
Showed out.
Now, I'll be honest with you. At one point in time, I'm a light guy. I'm a small guy. I said, man, I think he might have been a little light in the pants to be playing at that level,
right?
And I think it was in the second quarter he took a hit, and I said, I don't know, but it was almost like he kicked it into overdrive. I like people with that kind of drive, determination, and did you see and I'm gonna get the whole team credit. He had time in the pocket.
Yes, sir.
He was sitting up there.
That old line, man. That offensive line did their thing, brother.
Man.
I was looking at them big boys, man. They was giving him all kinds of time. And the thing I loved about it the most was, and I guess when you get time like that, you can afford to do these kind of things.
Yeah.
But when you're under heat and under duress, you're not always able to flow like you need to. But man, this young brother, man, he was able to just sit back and calmly pick his pocket. Pick his receivers, man, and sit back in that pocket and do what needed to be done with ease. He made it look so easy.
500 plus.
500 plus
yards.
4 different receivers with over 100 yards.
Ridiculous.
Come on, man.
He balled out, and the thing about it is, I like it when the naysayers have to eat, had to eat crow.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of prime time haters out there that were just waiting for that to explode. Wanting he should have stayed at the level he was in. He don't understand how this is a different speed. This is a whole different thing. And I'll even take it a little bit further. Now that he's got this kind of attention, I'm gonna tell you. Let them beat Nebraska this week.
Woo,
if they mess around and beat Nebraska,
oh my God,
they gonna start looking at them say, "Hey, okay, we need to." They got to be ranked. They got to be
They
ranked.
ranked them. When I looked earlier today, I was just having to just be strolling through the rankings because I'll do that once or twice a week. They came from no rankings to 25. I mean 22 this week.
Yeah, they gonna move.
So yeah.
Now, but I will say this: in all fairness. That they didn't play Nebraska.
No.
So that and I'm hoping and praying that I get to see him dig a little deeper in his bag of tricks because he's not gonna have that kind of time.
Right.
With the Nebraska defensive line.
Yeah.
He's not gonna have that kind of time.
Yeah.
But I think that he can still put on a show.
I think he can too, man. I think he's got the athleticism, for one thing, come on, he look where he come from. Yeah, I mean, it's in his genes, it's in his blood. But then I think the young man is just so poised. Yes. I like how he took control of that team. Yeah, and how he commanded that team. Yeah, and led that team out there. And did what needed to be done to show the naysayers, to show the world, as Prime Time said, we coming.
That's right.
He said they coming. So I think they might be coming, ladies and gentlemen. Don't hate on them.
Hey, I'm telling you.
Don't be frustrated with them. Just giving their props as they do what they do.
And they wasn't ahead all the time. There were times that he had to watch the other team go down there and score points and my man put on his helmet and went down. I love when people come from obscurity into notoriety. I love the Sha'Carri Richardsons because at one time people was talking about it, then they hate it, then they said she ain't nothing. Now she done came back and won the world championship. Yes. Now the world loving her again. She sitting there saying, "Look, I ain't mad, but I love the fact that she's recognizing her A1s from day one. Yes. I like the people who said Bud Crawford was a little too small, to be fighting Spence, but there's certain people that just got that switch that just they can turn that switch and say, "Hey, when it's game time, I'm on. I'm ready to play."
Look, Bishop, before we actually go and move on from there, how about them Florida State Seminoles?
Ooh.
Did they shut? Did they shut Chip Kelly? Was it Chip Kelly or who was it? The Kelly, the coach of LSU, did they shut him down or what?
They were competitive for about a quarter and a half.
Yes, sir. He predicted, we will beat them. I forget the quote that he put out there, but he said, in other words, we're going to kick some butt.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. That was a good, old-fashioned butt kicking.
But it was the other way around.
I'm telling you.
The one that thought they were going to do the butt kicking got the butts kicked. They put on the show, man.
But I like looking, because every now and then the camera scrolled over to LSU, and as long as it was competitive, I could see the coach in there. After a while, he got dejected.
Yes, sir. He got dejected, man, and just
throwing the hat down and probably trying to figure out what they're gonna do next week.
Yes, sir.
How I'm gonna encourage them at practice next week. But
man.
I'm telling you that Florida State put it.
Florida State did their thing, man.
Yeah. Now
I didn't get a chance to watch, many other games, on this weekend. I watched who was it that played Sunday night? I can't think of who it was, but I watched a little of that game.
Not the Bama game, right?
No, I missed the Alabama game. I was kind of switching back and forth so much anyway. Different games, and trying.
That's why I need one of them tickets.
You don't know that's what I need, man. I need 3 or 4 of them so I can just sit back and watch all the games at one time and be able to catch everything. But I didn't catch all of them. But let's shift a little bit because I'm a big tennis fan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big tennis fan, man. And I tell you what. First, let's go this way. First, let's do it this way. I don't know if you're in the tennis, if you like it like that. Yeah. But man, Tiafoe and the young brother last night. I can't think of his name, man. That beat him.
Yeah.
Man, the young boy is coming into himself, man.
Yes.
He I'm gonna tell you, he played last night.
Yes.
And I had to get up early this morning to get up to DC for an appointment, but I couldn't put it down. I shut the TV off, and then I said, man, I know this thing is competitive. Let me turn it back on.
Yeah.
First, I looked at the score on the phone and saw what the score. I said, I got to turn it back on. Then a 3-set tiebreaker right now. I got to go back. And man, this young guy, man, took it to him.
Yes.
And I like how just coming out of college, not being in the pros so long, how mature he how mature he was in the match last night, man, and how he handled it.
I'm gonna use a word that you just used before. He was poised. I mean,
yes,
yes, he's gifted. Yes, he's got a certain degree of athleticism.
Yes,
but I mean, he was just on.
Let me pull him up too, man, because I want to put his name out there because the young brother, man, did his thing, man.
Yeah, he was.
But go ahead, Bishop. He was poised, man.
He was poised and he was focused.
Yes, he was truly focused, man. He was truly focused, man. Shelton, that's the name. Blake, is it Blake? Not Blake. Not Brandon. His last name's Shelton. That's all. That's what I know. But I can tell you this much. I think the young guy can go with the best of them.
Oh yeah.
Medvedev and Djokovic, whichever one he faced next, and then whoever he goes into the final.
Yeah.
I think he can handle any one of them.
Yeah.
If he keep his poise, as you said.
Yeah.
If he keep himself straight. If he don't let his attitude.
Yeah.
Get too out the way that he loses himself.
Yeah, but I will say one thing, not necessarily about attitude, but I think one thing that kind of also kind of escalates you to another level of competitiveness is once you taste victory.
Sir.
Once
yes, sir.
Victory just tastes so sweet.
Come on, yeah.
And it's addictive. It's like, even when you get down on your next match, you be like,
yes.
I'm the same guy last week put on a clinic.
Yes.
I have the ability to be able to do so. And I think he's got that kind of mindset.
Yeah. And then, man, how about Miss Coco Gauff?
Oh, yeah.
Man, I tell you, my daughter and I was watching her yesterday. And, man, she just seems so mature.
Yes, yeah.
She seems to have come into a level of maturity, man. A level to where she's handling obscurity, disappointments. Because she played a great game yesterday, but the girl she played wasn't going down without a fight.
Yeah.
The girl gave her best. Just that I think the heat got to her.
Yeah.
And she wasn't hitting her shots coming out the gate. And I think that frustrated her because you could see how she was, a little frustrated after a while and starting to lose her composure. But outside of that, man, Coco took it to her.
Yeah, and I think that these younger athletes have the ability to whether it be actually or subliminally be mentored by some of the greats too. So they've seen some out the ashes. They've seen some Williams girl. They've seen people be able to come from a hard knock life and still be able to turn things around and to see how to focus and how to handle situations like that. And that's the reason why I'm a big advocate of when my day is not necessarily my best day.
Yes,
I say it's practice for my tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna tell you this here, man. I want to give some big kudos to her father.
Yeah,
to Coco Gauff's father. I truly want to give a great big hand unto him, man, because I see how he don't or didn't allow his pride to hold his daughter back and to keep her from being able to accomplish the things that she needs to accomplish in life. Because and what I'm saying when I say this is the fact that he's gonna step back. It's like he realizes I've taken her as far as I could take her, per se. So now I need to put her into the hands of someone that can pick her up from here and take her to that next level.
Yes.
And you can definitely see the next level game in her.
Yes.
And I want to give him all kinds of props
yes.
for being humble enough as a father to say, hey, I've done all I can do now. I'm a kick back and I'm gonna let her flow. And I noticed they say when he's up in the box, not in the players box, but up in one of the boxes up higher.
Mm-hmm.
He can't watch her all the time. He gets a little nervous and he starts running laps around.
Oh wow! I believe it though.
I would probably be the same way. One of my children be out there that, man.
Oh yeah.
But I'm so thankful for him, man, and I want to give him some big props because many times when it comes to child athletes, the biggest hindrance to them being able to accomplish what they are able to accomplish and achieve what they can achieve is the parents.
Yes.
Because the parents don't want to let go and lose the grip, that they have, not realizing that they don't have it in them to take them to the next place they need to go. And that's a blessing, man.
And that takes wisdom too. I mean, we have children, and there are times that I look at my kids and even when they take the time and give me some accolades,
right.
But I look at the potential that they have, and I'm like, kid, you can truly far exceed what I bring to the table.
No question.
You just need to focus on certain areas. And like him, once you do all that you can do, I'm not mad when somebody else wants to take my kids up under their wing,
right?
Because if I'm not the subject matter expert in this,
that's right.
Please, if you can take them higher, take them higher.
Yes, sir. Take them higher, they can go, man. So look, before we close this thing out, Bishop, we got this Sunday coming.
Hey, before you go there, tell me what you think about the significance of the NFL preseason, because some people are like. I'm
gonna tell you this here, man. I was having a conversation with my son. I think it was last week before last, and I mentioned to him that I'm not a big fan of the starters not getting some time in during preseason.
Exactly,
and I think that's how they get out there the first couple of games and hurt themselves.
Yeah.
And or get out there and they're not as sharp as they need to be, and it takes them 2 or 3 games to get going and to get flowing. I don't think they should play the whole preseason.
Yeah.
Because after all, you got so many other folk that need to be seen, so many players trying to make the team.
Yeah.
Young guys coming along, you need to get your backups and your second and third string, time to see what they look like, so you know how to put your team together. But I think at least for the second and third, or the third and fourth, however many games they play, during the preseason at that time, I think they should at least be out there for at least the first quarter.
Yeah.
If not the first quarter, at least half of the first quarter. Yeah. Because it's a different simulation in practice and in game.
Yeah.
And when you out there and you got that starting defense coming at you, and these folk running 100 miles an hour, they wide open.
Yeah.
There's a whole different ball game. And I know you practice against your first string defense, and you all done went through the wash with everything. But it's still a different ball game because they not trying to hurt you, even though they trying to get to you.
Exactly.
It's a different ball game. So, I mean, as far as preseason in itself, I'm kind of for it. Yeah. I think, in fact, I tell you why.
But the record ain't really nothing.
Right, the records don't mean nothing. Yeah. And the reason why I'm for it is because it gets me hyped up and gets me geared up for the season.
Yeah.
After a couple of preseason games, I say, okay, it's on now. It's time to get things in gear.
So preseason like Christmas Eve.
Yes, sir.
We ready for Christmas now.
We ready for the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I'm a big believer in that now. Right, wrong, and indifferent. That's just how I feel about it. But this Sunday, man, we got your boys, man. So what's gonna go down, Bishop?
I'm gonna tell you my only hope is that I have an opportunity to I'm a realist. I'm not. I don't sit up there and my team is this.
Right.
And we gon'. This is our Super Bowl year.
Right.
I'm a Giants fan.
In other words,
it's not a reality.
In other words, this G-Man fan is not like those Commander fans who, after winning 1 or 2 preseason games every year, going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. In reality,
let's just keep it real.
And to be honest with you, in reality, I would like us to see. I still, even in our division, because people have hated on our division for years.
For years, man.
For years. But I think that Philly, Dallas, and the Giants might squeak one in.
Yes, sir.
I think we're gonna come strong. I don't think that we're gonna beat Dallas. I think your quarterback got something to prove.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think he got a chip on his shoulder. I'm just hoping our defense can kind of hold y'all running the table on us.
Yeah. I think old Jerry, as cocky as he can be, and it's right to be cocky. He got the money and he putting it out there on him, so he can do him. A lot of the fans are always frustrated and Jerry this and Jerry that, but they say that's Jerry's team.
Yeah,
Jerry can do what he wants with his team.
Yeah,
but the fact is, I think Jerry knew what he was doing when he bought old Trey Lance in for Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I think he bought him in to light a little fire under him.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's a good move.
Yeah. Well,
I think it's a good move when a man knows, even though he's number one now.
Yeah.
He ain't always got that thing locked down.
Yeah. And in reality, I think that we all should have. We should have that mindset, that mentality.
Yeah.
That when you're doing something and you smelling yourself,
come on here.
There's somebody in the bullpen.
Yes, sir.
Waiting to come out.
Yes,
and take
sir.
your spot.
Yes, sir. No
ready
questions
to come
asked.
out to take your spot.
No questions asked. So I'm looking forward to this year, man. I'm looking forward to see what these boys gonna do.
I'm also interested. I know it's not even in a division. I want to see how the Ravens do.
Yes, sir.
I want to see how the Ravens do.
Not just the Ravens, but I want to see what Cleveland gonna do.
Yeah.
I really want to see what they gonna do with Deshaun Watson this year. Because he got a full year this year.
Yeah.
They done put some stuff around him.
Yeah.
I think
he got no excuses.
Yeah,
this
no
year.
excuses.
He got
no excuses. No excuses. In fact,
I think Kansas City gonna do Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City gonna be Kansas City.
They gonna be Kansas City.
They gonna beat them. But I think old Lamar and the Ravens gonna do some damage this year too.
Yeah,
I really do, man.
They done brought old boy in too from a receiver.
Yes, sir.
Now I don't know how much they've been together and interacting. I would have liked to seen a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
But if them two start to click,
yes, sir,
as fast as Lamar is, and how he can switch on the fly
switch
right
gears
there,
on him,
on at the line of scrimmage, they can be a problem.
They can be a big problem. They can be a big problem, man. So I'm looking forward to this year, man. I'm excited. This is my year. I've always been a big, sports fan, sports lover. Baseball was my thing one time. In fact, I'm love watching the Orioles now. They finally come back out of their shadow after about 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And they doing their thing in the American League.
Yeah.
But I think
my Yankees stinking up the joint now.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of the pack,
they stinking up the joint.
And
that's uncharacteristics.
Very uncharacteristic, man.
Of this organization.
Steinbrenner's boys, man.
Very uncharacteristic.
Yeah. So, man, I'm looking to see what's gonna happen with the league this year, man. With how things gonna flow. Looking to see what my boy Michael Parsons gonna do, man.
You know what we should have did? We should have did like they do on the Sports Clicker and pulled them up and then said and who you got for this team and who I got for this team. We should do that. Next time we got to do something like that.
We got to do that, man. We got to get that in. Yeah. So look, man. Look. We're gonna get ready. I know you got a busy weekend ahead of you.
Yes,
I got a few things going on myself, but I'm gonna be ready for. I think Saturday afternoon might be a wash for me. Saturday morning and early afternoon, but late afternoon, evening, I'm gonna be able to settle down and get in the groove of things.
Yeah. And so if anybody need prayer,
anybody.
Hit that during the week. Early in the weekend. Because early Sunday morning, We wants to play some football. We wants to watch the
football. Come on, I'm like, Hank Wynn, are you ready for some football?
I know that's right.
Come on, yeah. So Sunday, man, we're gonna see what's gonna go down, and Sunday is probably gonna give us not a big picture, just the first game.
Yeah.
But it's gonna give us a look at how things may, go. But after 3 or 4 games, we'll pretty much know where everybody gonna be.
Oh yeah.
And what's gonna go down. So look, man, I appreciate the time once again,
always
man.
Love, sir.
Appreciate the opportunity to sit in your presence, man.
Yeah. My honor.
And to be able to chop it up, man, and talk about some things. Maybe the next time we can get together and talk about some of this crazy politics that's going on and what's happening in the world of our government, man. I don't know. It's just so much happening, man. But
we need to be in prayer.
Yes, sir. If you do nothing else, please pray.
Yes.
Don't pray for a color. Don't pray for an animal.
I'm not an animal.
Pray for the people.
Yeah.
Pray for all people, because God, in spite of what folk may think of the color or who they represent, the Bible lets us know that it's God that puts up one and sits down another.
I tell people all the time, I'm not concerned about a donkey.
That's right, or elephant.
Only the lamb.
Only the lamb.
That's the only one I'm concerned about.
Only the lamb. Be concerned about the lamb. You heard it straight from Bishop Mebane's mouth. Understand and realize the only importance to the life of the believer is the lamb.
Yeah.
The thing we are called to do is to pray for the donkeys and pray for the elephants.
Yeah. Yeah.
And too many believers are taking sides because of what they say this one stand for and that one stand for. And if the truth be told, and I'm not going to get into that today, but if the truth be told, they all got some undercover stuff going on. Yeah. They all got some deceitful things happening. A lot of times from one side or another, folk just don't want to openly, admit to it and put it out there. But if the truth be told, and if you're a real Christian, you're not one of these Christians that flow with, the ebb and tide and go with whatever's going on. You stand for truth and you hold fast to it, regardless of who it is. We can see that there's some stuff going on
both sides.
With all of them.
And both sides. But be mindful. Too many people died for us to have the right to vote.
That's right.
So just because you don't like what you see, what's going on, sometimes you got to measure out the least evil.
Yes.
And you need to exercise
and pray.
Your vote.
Pray and ask God.
Pray. That's right.
Who do you want in authority in this situation? Because God knows who's going to do what and who won't do what.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of times we think that, it's this one or that one because of what they stand for and what they say they believe in. You hear what I said now? What they say they believe in.
Yeah.
But it ain't always the facts.
Yeah.
So pray. Ask the Lord to show you who to vote for and do vote.
And not even just what they promising you.
That's right. That's right.
Trump gave some checks out. Obama gave some cell phones out. But at the end of the day, what really mattered at the end of their administration.
Yes.
So we got to be careful.
Be careful. So look, I'm your host, Bishop Rodney Thompson, my main man, my good friend, my ride or die, Bishop Carlton Mebane. So grateful to have him here once again, being able to sit back, chop it up with me here in this episode of Chillin with the Bishop. We're getting ready to do what a lot of you all going to do over the next few weeks. We're going to sit back and watch some football.
Yes.
We're going to come home from church on Sundays, and we're going to get the meal and the spread together, and then we're going to sit back. And Sunday is going to be a day of
where
just
wings at?
Yes, sir. We're in the dip. Yes, sir. Yeah. And we're going to enjoy some good old football this season. So look, God bless you. Thank you once again for joining us here for another episode. We pray you was blessed. We pray something encouraged you. We pray that something, just inspired you. And we look to see you again on the next episode of Chillin with the Bishop. God bless you.